go directly to their homes safely, and we hope that their families will celebrate without being arrested, because yesterday, for example, we learned that that at least 4 Palestinians were arrested from Calkinia because they were celebrating their sons after being released. And in the second phase, there was Ashraf Zghayr from Kufr Aqab area near Ramallah. 8 of his family members were arrested because they were celebrating. Anyway, what Palestinian cares about is the release of those prisoners. They are now released. The families are happy in spite of all of what happens. They've been waiting, those released prisoners, since years, and now they are here between their families and between the people.
So as you say, Mohammed, Samiel, the release that we've just been witnessing over the last 20 minutes or so has been just part of the total number of Palestinians set to be released today, and you're saying that there are still people in other parts of the West Bank, is that right, waiting anxiously for the release of their loved ones?
Yeah, because the checkpoints were closed at Ramallah. Ramallah today was almost locked because they know that their families will come from outside Ramallah, from Jenin, Nablus, Tul Karim. So 32 prisoners were released here to Ramallah from the 72. The total number is 180, or I think it's 180, 83, it's 183. 32 of them were released to the West Bank. And since the beginning of these releases, the West Bank is besieged. It's totally closed. But today, especially today, and because it's Saturday, it's the Jew holiday. Today is their days off. So they closed all of the roads coming to Ramallah. The Palestinians could not reach Ramallah. So the people were locked at the checkpoints. So now the people, anyone who succeeded on reaching his prisoner will take the prisoner to go back home. The long road back home is a safety, is a trip to talk about. We hope they can go there safely. We heard a lot about how the occupation wanted to interrupt this happiness, but in spite of that, the prisoners did celebrate with their families, whether it was in public or it was between them. All what the Palestinian cares about, that those prisoners will reach their home safety, and we hope that all of these interruptions from the occupation governments might end after this besieging, after finishing all of what's happening, the besieging to the West Bank cities. But all of this besieging to the city started when the first phase of these releases began. Till now, we can say that this number of released prisoners, is above 400, and the Palestinians are taking over of those released people, and they are waiting more. But they hope that the fear of what's going to happen next after this phase finishes will disappear, and at least those prisoners will have a stable life after all of what they have been through during all of these years in prison.
Absolutely, Mohammed. Certainly the hopes of Palestinians that wrought on their faces, and the scenes that we're seeing, watching these men in grey tracksuits be released from that bus, as you were saying, 32 of them, they're coming from off the prison. It's clear, many of them looking quite pale, relatively gaunt, as they're released. It's clear that they have spent many years in prison and tasting there the joy of the first moments of freedom, being reunited with their loved ones. So as the crowds start to disperse a little bit in Ramallah,